Hello everybody, I'm Larry the Pen Bug Guy, and welcome back to Larry's Fountain Pens. Today's pen been provided as a loaner for review from Hinze Pens, and the name of the pen, Mr. Announcer, is?
The Empyrean.
And it stands, what does that mean?
Heavenly.
Heavenly. Beautiful, is it not? And the material used to make this beautiful fountain pen is?
Alumilite.
Alumilite. And I do believe that Jim's daughter, this was her first time to pour the blank, and this is her pouring creation. Jim made the pen, as he does each and every one of the pens. And it takes several man-hours to make individual pen. No two pens are alike. A lot of work for a fountain pen when it's done correctly. Anybody can make fountain pens that know how to make fountain pens. I mean, I can't. But if you have a working knowledge to make fountain pens, you can spit them out. But not when you do a custom fountain pen. It's going to take more time, more patience, and much more skill to do a custom job. So, I've had this pen for writing with for about 3-4 days, and I've written many letters with it, and I've done a lot of writing to make sure I know how a pen writes, so I can give my honest opinion about the pen. Now I'll tell you what I like about the pen and what I don't like about any pen I review. So, first of all, let's talk about these colors. These colors are truly amazing. Look at that. The color speaks for itself, I think. I think it's beautiful. I like that, would you say, Mr. Announcer, touch of gold in there?
Yes.
You know, there's not a lot, but I like that hint of gold that's in there in the cap. When you come down to the barrel, there's just a touch of that in there. As you can see, it is just beautiful. That blue, and looks like a bit of white or silver. It's just really a nice looking pen. It's a screw-on cap. And let's talk a little bit about the cap. Chrome hardware, and the clip is tight, but not so tight that you can't put in your shirt pocket to secure it. On the finial, there's nothing going on top. It's flat, but it's round. And as you go down the barrel, it narrows down there because the pen does post, and it's flat but round. It's a nice pen. Like I've said before, I prefer a cigar-shaped pen, my style. But that's not the deal breaker. This is a nice pen. So, would that mean I wouldn't buy a pen like this because it's shaped like this? No, no. I love the color of the pen. The colors are truly amazing. If you're into fountain pens and you truly like a nice, beautiful color of blue that has some kind of like sparkles in it, this would be right up your alley. So, nice pen so far. Let's unscrew it. 1, 2, 3, and 4 turns about. And as we go down the barrel of the pen, there is a slight little step off right to the screws on the grip section where the cap comes on, right there. Nothing sharp. And the grip section is a nice size grip section. I have little small fingers, so, you know, for large, chunky style fingers, no problems. It fits well in the hand. And let's go ahead and post it. And it really fits nice in the hand. as you can see. Really nice. Now let's go down to the heart of the pen, which is the nib. A beautiful blue nib to match the pen. This color of a nib enhances the whole pen, I think. It just makes it come alive. It's a nice looking, beautiful blue nib. And it has the Hinze logo on it. And the nib has some detail done in it, rather on it. And it's a 1.1 nib. And there is the feed. So let's unscrew it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11 and a half, would you say, somewhere in there? And there it comes with a converter. And this is a Schmid converter. I've already inked it up. Pull out and push in converter. Alright, let me give you some of the dimensions on this fountain pen. The length of the pen, closed, is 5.32 inches. Capped, it's 6.2 inches. The barrel, from the tip of the nib to the end of the barrel, is going to be 5 inches. The widest point of the grip is going to be 0.45 inches. The widest point of the barrel is going to be 0.57 inches. And the widest point of the cap is going to be 0.63 inches. The weight of the pen, with what little ink is left in there, is 20.2 grams. So that's what we got going on today. So now let's get some writing done on this pen. It is a beautiful pen. And then before I hang up, I'll critique it briefly for my final thoughts. So, okay, we're going to use my Bearing Thick notebook. So this is the Hinze. Nice nib. And I'm using the Pelican Edelstein Topaz. And there's a Diamond Turquoise. And here's Pilot Irazuku Konpeki. Robert Oyster Fire and Ice. Robert Oyster Soda Pop is right in the ball game. And then Robert Oyster Blue Water. Give you kind of idea on the blues going on there. So, all right, wetness, and it's going to be wet. Okay, yep, and a few swirls, nice and wet. Cross strokes up and down. You get a thinner line on the cross stroke and a wider line on the downstroke. Downstroke, cross stroke. This is just a real nice nib. Now, I know you're going to ask, or someone will the paint come off the nibs? I think the answer to that is maybe. These are friction fit nibs. Of course, yeah, and now you can, these nibs, on Hinze nibs, you can unscrew them. The whole housing comes out and then screw another one in. But if you pull it out friction fit to give it a real thorough good cleaning, just in case you don't clean it to your liking using a bulb syringe, so you take out friction fit the nib. If you do that a whole lot, eventually you may scrape off some of the paint. I've been using colored lips for I don't know how many months now, and my green ones, my red ones, they're all fine. There hadn't been any problems with any of the nibs. No nib discoloration. None of the ink is coming off. For one thing, I don't pull my nibs out to clean it. I clean them good enough with a bulb syringe. So, I'm going to give the nib an A+ on the way it looks, on the way the nib performs writing. It's a nice, smooth, wet nib, and this is a 1.1 stub now, so it really is a nice nib. The pen, a 1 out of 10, I would give it a 9 because of the step off here. Now that's just me. Some people may not have a problem with it. And when I was turning the barrel, it was like, what, almost 10 revolutions to take it off. Is that the deal breaker? No, I'm just telling you what I found. Because I've had people say, Larry, you never find anything wrong with a pen. So, to me, that's no big deal. But to be picky, I just brought that out to show people, okay, that's what I found on the pen. This pen is a lovely pen. And if you're a pen enthusiast, pen collector, here you go. If you're a newbie in fountain pens and you're ready to take that step, here you go, right here. A beautiful fountain pen. I can't say enough about it. A great pen. Mr. Hinze did a great job, as he always does, on his pens. He pours his heart out in his fountain pens. His work shows in his fountain pens, right? Right. Well, that's going to wrap this up, and Mr. Hinze, I'll get this back to you Monday. Yes, I hate to see it go, but it is what it is. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit me that thumbs up if you found the video interesting. Share the video. That would really be a help for me, sharing the videos that I put out. God bless. Take care. Don't text and drive. Talk to you guys later.